Welcome back to Underground After Hours. Scott's fired from the intros. We are talking about Trump's mugshot, my comedic debut, and last but not least, sellout supplement companies. Keep watching.
I can lunge all over the place. Yes.
Iceland.
Welcome back to Underground Nutrition After Hours. This is episode number
34.
23 or 24?
24?
34.
Definitely not 34.
Donnie? Welcome back to Underground Nutrition After Hours with Paramount Gym. This is John and Justin. They're my best friends and gym owners. And today we're talking about, Jesus Christ,
I like when Scott calls us his best friends. He doesn't get raw like that too often.
No, I think, yeah. And he's also...
Every time I say it, I feel bad that I'm like leaving other people out, but they're also included because I have many best friends.
Yeah.
If you are my friend, you are my best friend.
There you go.
It's a best friend circle.
A little different setup today.
Yeah, I hate it.
Thighs are out.
Thighs are out. Glad I trained legs a couple months ago. Today we're talking about Trump's mugshot, rich men from Richmond,
Labor Day.
And
some other fun stuff.
a couple other fun things. John's
Comedic
debut.
Debut, yeah.
He's going to be performing at the Comedy Cellar later this month.
What's the one in New Brunswick?
The Laugh Factory?
Yeah. That's where John's going to
He's going
go.
to be headlining the Laugh Factory.
Scott's going to open for me.
Yeah,
So it's Labor Day weekend,
it is.
and I have a question.
Sure.
Does anybody know what Labor Day is? What is Labor Day?
It has to do with, I know it's credited to the unions, no?
I think John was right when it said
I think it's credited to the labor's union, and in like fighting for, fair work weeks, fair wage, kind of like coffee breaks, that kind of stuff.
healthcare.
Healthcare? I don't know.
so. I think
5-day work week, 8-hour work day,
So
that kind of stuff.
Would you be surprised if you were wrong about that?
Would I be surprised? No.
Yeah. You're just guessing.
Well, I had somebody who was a friend of mine, Matt Gorman, who every year he's a big union guy, great guy, but I'm not sure if he was a Democrat, but he would always be like, you're welcome for your Labor Day off.
Yeah. So it's like a little
very aggressively.
It's like a socialism kind of.
I guess. I mean, it's
a communist holiday where you barbecue.
I think it just celebrates, and I was Googling Labor Day quotes for our Labor Day post tomorrow, and I think it just really, like it's.
Give me a quote. Can I have a Labor Day quote? What's it going to be? Like Jimmy Hoffman?
No.
When's it going to come out after the Labor Day?
I think his name is Jimmy Hoffa.
What did I say? Jimmy
Hoffman. He's not
Hoffman?
a Jewish man.
He wasn't? I think he was.
He was
Hoffa. It's Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa.
He's thinking about Hoffman's ice cream.
What is Hoffa? It doesn't sound Italian.
He's not Italian. I think he was Irish. I think he was half Irish.
He's
half
the guy that's
Italian.
buried in Giant Stadium, right?
Buried under Giant Stadium, supposedly. Yeah.
What I said, Hoffman.
He said
yeah,
Hoffman.
whatever.
Yeah.
So give me a Jimmy Hoffa quote.
Jimmy Hoffman.
It was all like cheesy stuff. Like
Give me
without
one.
labor, like nothing flourishes. Like that kind of thing.
It's the
Got to
communist.
put in the work to get the. No, the communist is like what's the one?
To each according to
their
their
own to each
ability.
their need. Yeah.
It's stupid quote. I don't even get it.
Yeah, I think it showed up on like a.
I need a lot, and I don't have a lot of ability. So what does that mean for me?
I took a political alignment test once, and it was like one of those, like you had to like strongly disagree, agree, or strongly agree. And like it was that quote, and I remember like calling you and asking you what it meant.
Strongly disagree.
Tell me how I politically align.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah, but no, it has to. I don't know. I guess it celebrates the accomplishments of labor. I don't know.
It's another excuse for people to barbecue and get drunk.
That'd be a fun thing to do on the show.
It has nothing to do with wars and
political
stuff like
compass.
that. I know.
It has nothing to do with
It has
war.
nothing to do with wars or soldiers or veterans. We have all those days, but. Yeah, this I think celebrates the workforce, the labor union.
Yeah, it was like one of those holidays. While I was thinking about it, I was like, I have no idea what this is.
Guys like us that are
It's
on
like a good day. I feel like it's just like at the end of summer. Here's your Here's a day off.
Guys like us, how are you going to
on the front lines. On the front lines.
Yeah.
Front lines of
Getting
what?
our fingernails dirty.
Well, we don't. Small business owners don't get days off. It's the factory workers. Cops ain't getting days off. If you worked at Walmart, you got to work.
Well,
you know?
the people like cops and stuff like that.
It's a banker's holiday.
They get double time.
It's a fucking banker's holiday.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. All right. Well, let's get into the bread and butter of the show.
Sure.
I want to talk about a couple things.
First up on the list is
Donnie, did you see Donald Trump's mugshot? How'd you feel about it? It's funny looking. You laughed. I think he was cheesing it up. I think he was.
No, he was frowning.
Do you think that face was intentional?
I think it was just a mean mug.
I think everything is.
I think he was told.
does.
I think
Because if it was intentional, he could have done better.
no. I think that's the best. That was the best possible outcome
Yeah?
of that picture. I bet he had. I would be willing to bet $1 million that he had like a meeting about what type of face he should have on.
It was like a closed door meeting.
Yeah,
They said,
and
"Don't look frazzled.
right.
Don't look happy. Just look determined."
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the face that
That's determined.
The classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
you look like
that's-
he's ready to get to work.
Yeah. That's the classic red tie,
I thought he looked like he was
black suit.
mad.
Yeah, I thought he looked serious, but also, I mean, as soon as I saw it, I said, these fucking idiots just gave Donald Trump an iconic picture in history.
Yeah.
Like a Jimi Hendrix mugshot, like a fucking cult of personality. These morons thought that they were going to get the gotcha.
Look what we're gonna do.
We're gonna get him arrested, and he's gonna be arrested, and everyone's gonna think that he's a criminal, and no one's gonna like him. We're run by urban culture. Like, what's cooler? That's what I see now. I see a lot on Twitter. I see like rappers like, "I fuck with Trump,"
Yeah.
putting his mugshot up.
Mugshot.
I'm like, you dummies. Look
Well,
what
I
you
s-
did. Look at you
I
fucking did.
saw something. The other day. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was like Bill Maher. Ugh. And he was saying that Trump is like a rapper. Like the more he gets in trouble, the more street cred he gets.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of street cred for this. I can't imagine, and that's what makes me think that the people who are like calling the shots for this stuff are just so generally out of touch with like what regular people, like the price of milk people.
Yeah.
Like, they thought that this was going to be a thing, like this was going to be the thing to embarrass him, but in reality, it just like lit a fire on the internet. Got
Makes it
everybody
more popular.
talking about him.
Well, it's like I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before that when you were kind of talking about like the IQ bell curve.
Yeah.
And like everything, like the two extremes and the low IQs and the high IQs are doing the same thing.
They have the same
And now
take.
it's going to be running around with the mugshot.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're going to have the lowest IQs and the highest IQs running around with Trump mugshot T-shirts.
Yeah, well, yeah. See, they're selling it. There's
Yeah. I mean,
it's great branding.
Yeah, absolutely. It's turning into, the Frank Sinatra mugshot when he was young, and I think he got arrested for like
Prostitution or something.
no, it wasn't-
DUI, right?
No, I think he was fucking a married woman, and he got arrested for it.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what he got arrested for.
That's illegal?
And like Al
Back
Capone
then,
and
Al Capone, fucking. I remember Martin Luther King got arrested. His mugshot is pretty.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Johnny Cash.
Tiger Woods. You ever seen
Tiger
Tiger
Woods,
Woods one?
yeah.
Tiger Woods blitzed.
Yeah, he was blitzed.
Robert Downey Jr. had a
Yeah.
good one.
So
A couple good ones.
he's right up and he's going to be the most iconic. Can you imagine how much that's going to like sell for when it gets like years down the line? Like how they could make so much. They're
Oh,
already
the
making-
branding around that.
It's going to be a T-shirt, like
Yeah.
the same way. I mean, I think at some point I've had a mugshot, somebody's mugshot on a T-shirt.
Yeah,
In 20 years, people are going to be wearing that.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think that the people in charge of the obvious ploy to destroy Trump
Are not the brightest.
criminally are not the brightest. I don't think they have the finger. But they're also the same type of people, like, I say it all the time, like the type of people that just killed Epstein in his cell. It's like we laughed about it. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone just said Epstein didn't kill himself, and we all laughed. But like the
Hold
truth,
on, he didn't?
I didn't know.
but the truth is that we all laughed about the people with power got into his guy's jail cell, murdered him,
Yeah.
and like
Just shut the camera off.
just shut the camera off,
Somehow
just
they weren't there. and the
murked the
cameras
dude,
didn't work.
and the whole country just went LOL.
yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
make this
They're
into a
making
meme.
air
Yeah.
fresheners.
yeah.
You know, so it's like
It's It's all a big.
It's
joke.
the kind of people that are responsible for giving Trump an opportunity like that also know that most likely if they don't want him to run, he's not going to run. You know.
Yeah,
That's how I feel about that.
it's gonna be fun to see what happens. That's for sure. It's all big,
prior to
big
that,
clown show.
I know that you didn't see the Oliver guy, the country singer Oliver guy with the
The thing
song
you were talking about before.
Yeah, with the song Richmond from Richmond.
Okay, like rich man, like man with money.
Yeah, I didn't actually listen to the whole song. I saw some of the memes were people rewriting the lyrics into much more extreme, hilarious things. But
You're not going to say here.
I mean, I could like probably ad-lib some of it about like who really runs the country and stuff. But that's essentially the right wing, the rhinos. They jumped on it and they're like, here's this guy's one of us, you know. They played it at the GOP.
I love that you're going to like a downside quick. They're one of us.
This guy's one of, Ben Shapiro, all the what's his name, Charlie Kirk or whatever.
Charlie Kirk, all the neocons.
All the neocons who say all the same shit, they're reposting it. This guy came out of fucking nowhere. He didn't even have a Twitter presence at all. And he had like millions and millions and millions of impressions. And he just posted which right away is a huge red flag to me. Like it seemed so inorganic. Like, do you know how difficult it is to post something to go viral where every conservative, like they don't know anything about this guy. There was no time to check into his background. This guy could have been, who knows who he could have been.
Yeah.
And then everybody on the same day reposts this.
So give me some lyrics.
Folk
like what
song.
What were some of the things he was saying?
Donnie, can you pull up some lyrics while I'm explaining this and just read them out to us on your phone? Can you?
What's his name? I got it right.
Oliver something. It's Richmond, rich men north of Richmond. You could probably just pull up some quotes from him. We could get a good idea of what we're talking about. Because in the Rhino's defense, it's very Rhino kind of fucking song. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, he's like a good singer. It's so fucking stupid.
Look out for minors, not just minors on an island somewhere.
Oh, a little Epstein reference.
That's what he wants, or he's looking.
No, he's poking fun.
He's saying it would be nice if the politicians looked out for minors
and not had sex with them.
No, not just the minors on Epstein Island.
Yeah, like
it's not just about that bullshit.
Okay, so he wasn't calling them.
No.
Okay, got it.
Because your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end because of rich men north of the Richmond.
Okay.
So the right wing got a hold of this lovely little country tune. It's just like at surface level at best. It's
So he's talking about like Silicon Valley.
he's talking about just globo homo,
Just
run of the mill kind of.
hobo.
What? Epstein, like little vague Epstein reference.
You're Bill Gates
My
and-
taxes are too high. So the right wing took a hold of it, grabbed onto it, and they ran with it. And they played it at the GOP convention for like reactions from these fucking bug people up there on stage. As if they could like read or observe something and react to it in real time like a human being. Like there was any chance that anybody was going to give any sort of real like response to that. They're all like,
It was like their come out song.
But-
They like we're gonna take a
that
break
was
to
like
play
a
a
question.
song.
I think it was the first question of the debate. They're like, "What do you think of this song?" And they're all up there like
dancing,
trying
and
to.
clapping.
I think the kids like this. I think the kid, like in
Yeah.
their brains, they're like, "I got to figure out what to say." Everybody likes this, right? We like this.
Yeah.
It's like when they said. My favorite part of the whole debate was when they said, "If Trump is elected president, would you support him?" And Vivek, whatever, put his hand up, and then like everybody around him was like looking left and right to see what other people
Who
would
else
say, and they're like, I guess like
Yeah.
like trying to fake each other out. But I think that the whole thing is complete. Oh, so that was the song came out. It was terrible. I didn't even listen to it all the way through. I had a bad feeling from it. I just felt like too many people were saying the same shit about it that I don't care about.
And then he got mad that they were.
And then he
playing
came out
his
and he's
song?
like, "I'm not political. I'm not. I didn't write that song. I wrote that song about them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean." So then the right got all like, "Oh no, wait, wait a second," and he started to say some like, centrist type stuff. I guess he was on Joe Rogan. I can't watch it. I can just tell by his face that he's like insufferably boring. and I wouldn't want to hear anything he had to say about anything.
So where does he stand now? What's his story now?
Well, he's kind of like he's going to have his 15 minutes of fame. He's going to sell. He's going to sell his soul to some record label that will take most of his earnings and just get right in that meat grinder.
Mm-hmm.
This little song you wrote about being in the meat grinders
you're in the meat grinder.
out of the frying pan into the fire.
Slowly fade away.
Signed to Sony Records. Then he takes fucking 55% everything you make. So that was cool. This was like a weekend memes.
He said no to them using their music. Eminem said no to Vivek.
But Eminem, for the first time in my whole life, I'll say that Eminem was speaking for all of us. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop freestyling.
But I think it's the same. I think that whole thing is hysterical because it's just proof that, back in the 90s or whatever, that Eminem was just, I guess, controlled opposition. Because he was supposed to be such a figure of counterculture, and now,
I don't know what he is.
And now he's just got more plastic
surgery.
He
has fucking cancer.
At the time when we need him the most,
he turned out to be like a Michael Jackson, just like a fucking Fruit Loop who had like a good talent for something but can't like think of anything, has no actual thoughts in their brain. Somebody's he wakes up, he calls someone to tell him what to say that day, And
then they had the Mac Miller had that Donald Trump song years ago, and when he was still alive, and like all the Trumpers started playing it, and he got super mad.
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't like Donald Trump. Don't play that song.
Yeah, it's like that fucking, what's up, fellow skateboarders?
Yeah.
What's up, fellow kids,
Yeah.
So yeah, the North of Richmond thing I thought was stupid. Yeah. And I didn't care. I don't like that music to begin with. I'm not going to pretend to start liking it now just because I like what he's saying. Oh, you want to pay less taxes?
Like what he's saying.
You don't want your politicians to fuck kids?
Yeah.
Weird. That's what a crazy concept.
Yeah, I think we're all online.
Now I don't know why your song's so popular.
I hate when these people that it happens all the time. They have like political rap songs and
they're the cringiest things in the world.
Forever, and they are just crammed down your throat on every social media platform. You have to see at least one an hour.
Yeah, it's bad.
Ugh.
Well, the black pill is that nothing ever happens. It's like just like with this guy with the example of like this song that's supposed to be some like anti-establishment,
right? Kind of
that is embraced by the establishment, and he will ultimately get like either just
cannonballed into what he's singing about.
Yeah, and then he'll in 15 minutes he'll disappear into obscurity because he'll be a one-hit wonder, or he'll have to sell his soul to the man,
that he was basically
and become part of the machine. Yeah, and that's cool. I like having a backbone, but you're also an idiot because
I was going to say nobody's not cool.
In the game that we're playing. This game of modern Western culture is like you better take care of yourself.
You got to take care of yourself.
Nobody's coming for you. They're not coming for you
to hold your ground and take a stand.
There's going to be no revolution. They will destroy any severe revolution. They're going to stomp out in 2 seconds. It's just not the world we live in. So if somebody comes to you and says, "Here's $8 million,
you damn well
sing for me."
I'll get the dancing hard.
Start dancing, dude.
Yeah.
Start dancing, dude. That's life changing money. Think about your kids.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you going to do? What are you going to do? Write another TikTok song?
Because you're absolutely right. There's nothing's going to change.
Speaking of 15 minutes of fame, it's a little bit of a left turn and a little more lighthearted, but have you seen this lady that's like surfacing now all over the internet, the lady from the plane?
Right well, yeah.
I just saw a video before I came here today where like somebody went up to her in the mall about like, what did you see? And she's like, I can't comment on that. I can't comment. No comment at this time. I just shouldn't. I want to know what she saw.
I know you do.
She didn't see anything. She had a fucking psychotic break.
Yeah, I was going to say, she was probably.
Have you ever been around women? Dude, you spend enough time with her. She just happened to be in a fucking plane when it happened. You know?
I don't know.
John was.
You ever been around a girl who just randomly thought something wasn't real out of nowhere, or just like lost her shit for a couple minutes? It just happened on the plane for her.
in the house. I thought I heard something. I thought I saw something.
Something's downstairs.
Yeah.
Something's at the door. Something came in the door. I thought I saw something.
Yeah. She just forgot to take her happy pills that day.
She took it.
And she thought she saw somebody that shape changed, right? Something like that.
Yeah, she had like a dream about it the night before.
But nobody knows. I don't think she's come out and said that. I
John
think that's
was
all.
obsessed with this lady.
I was.
Yeah,
I want
was
to know what's on the.
obsessed.
I just want there to be some crazy people walking around.
I don't know about any of that. I think that whole thing was just like it was kind of fun for like 5 minutes, you know.
Nobody even cares about that anymore.
I thought they interviewed. Yeah, they don't.
5-10 years ago, we found out the government had aliens. We would lose our shit. Now they say it like every day, and nobody's like,
Yeah, that's
what's the
that's
Trump
how
meme?
you
Trump's a racist.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
right.
how you describe. Exactly right. 20 years ago, if you turn on the news and they said, "Guess what? There's aliens and UFOs," it would be houses would be burning
The
down.
world would stop. Yeah,
It would be, and now it's like they say it, and there's so low trust
Yeah.
in society that everyone's it's like
We don't even believe him.
nobody believes. Nobody believes.
We don't believe
We
them.
think that they're
We've
trying
been
to like
wanting them to tell us
they're
for 50 years, and now we don't. They told us, so we don't believe them.
even like normie boomers. You'll be like you fucking mention the UFOs. They're like, yeah, they're just covering up for Hunter.
Yeah.
You know?
These are the guys that told us about COVID. There's no aliens. Aliens aren't real.
Now I know. Now I know why the gas prices are high.
I don't see how any of this is attainable. Like in the long run, like I literally, and I don't think I'm the only one. It's not like I don't believe anything that I literally listen to the news sometimes just to like get lied to. You know, I'll be like, hey Alexa, play the news today, and I'll just listen to like the news stories. I'm like, none of this is fucking real.
Comedic relief. That's what it is.
None of this is true.
It's like scripted reality TV.
You know, like 3 or 4 years later, you got fucking Anthony Fauci on CNN going, I guess the masks didn't work.
Didn't pan out the way I thought it was going to pan out.
He said the study said that basically masks don't work for everybody. You know, it doesn't work when they're
He
talking.
said it's different on an individual level than it is a group level.
Correct.
Yeah, that study dealt with everybody, and I'm talking about the individual. That study showed that it doesn't help everybody.
Shout out
but
CNN for bringing it to them too. That was CNN, I think.
They have to because they did that huge study.
Yeah.
And then the study literally said that there's no evidence at all whatsoever to suggest that wearing a mask, including N95 masks,
Sick.
does anything to stop anything.
Respiratory diseases, right?
Like COVID, yeah. It just doesn't do it. Has no effect. Has no
I
effect.
would have thought the N95 would have maybe been somewhat efficient, considering how.
I'm not a scientist, but I know viruses are very small. Right? And I know that there's definitely, in order for me to breathe, there has to be holes.
Donnie, is there aliens?
Did they come into Earth?
Do you
Like,
care
what do
that
they
there's
look
aliens?
I think it'd be cool if they're aliens. They're there.
Yeah.
I think it's like Prometheus. I think they made us, and they come back for like the reality show. It's like they're like a little ant farm. You know, they're like, Jesus Christ, they're fucking this up, huh? Donnie, so what do you think? Should we go? Let's go to the next subject. Should we talk about some gym stuff? All right, John. John recently posted a reel, and it's
Should I get comfortable? Am I gonna
Yeah.
get roasted?
he put a lot of time and effort to it. I know he's excited about it because I know John's level of excitement based on how many times he talks about to me about something like before it goes out. You know,
Yeah. He prefaced it with like, I got to do a reel, man. You and Charlie are getting a lot of attention on Instagram. So
he needed my time to
I got to
shine.
show out. How am I going to show out?
And John, like he's like me. He wants to be. He wants to make people laugh. You know.
It's not better than making people laugh.
He doesn't have the veiny legs like you do, so he's got.
I got to rely on my personality, Justin.
yeah, it's a lot tougher. You know, you're out here just chiseled, and he's got to be the funny one.
Yeah, his
I
personality.
got to be funny, smart, hold it together.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's got the face for it, though. I'll tell you, man. I think he killed that.
So the premise of the reel, I guess we could show it, but the premise of the reel was that nobody in your gym, and I feel like this might be a Paramount issue, but nobody in your gym, it's a Paramount issue.
I've seen it otherwhere, but it was bad.
I've seen other gyms with this issue, but it's always like a retro. or a shitty LA, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody puts the weights back. People will take the weights off of the equipment that they're using.
Most of the time.
And then, like children, they will refuse to match them up in any way.
Never done a puzzle before.
Yeah, they will put the 5s over a 45. They will put the 45s up high. That's the most annoying when you have like 3 prongs and somebody puts the 45 on the top.
That
prong.
I don't even care about.
I care about that.
Okay. So you're taking it as, so you're even more of a psychopath
If you
than I am.
look at the squat rack, where
Aesthetically, I get what you're saying aesthetically. Practically, I guess the first things you're grabbing are 45 so that you'd want them closest. I don't know.
well, beyond that, on a squat rack or on any machine that has the plate holders, by design, you could tell the 45s there'll be more space for them, right? Between the
bottom
floor, it'd be between the floor and then the next peg,
Mm-hmm.
and then those 2 pegs were for the 25s, and the 10s and the 5s will have closer spacing. It's like obvious
Correct.
if it's not written on it.
Yeah.
Well, I used to care. And I remember that Justin and I, and this was when, in the beginning, the gym wasn't that crowded. Every day we would do this, and within hours we would reorganize everything within hours. And this is just with a handful of people in the gym.
All right, so you guys had a problem,
Yeah.
and so John.
Well, there's more back to it before the reel.
Okay, well, you go.
So at one point, I think we just stopped caring because it was just too hard to keep up with.
Mm-hmm.
Rewind a couple weeks ago, I went down with Scott to Lifter's Lair. And that was one of the first things I noticed, which is significantly bigger than Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
We were hanging out. We were talking to Corey. He was kind of like with the owner. He was kind of, we're chatting while we were lifting. And I think I said something to you.
You did.
And then you said something to him while I was like mid-set.
Yeah,
And
I asked him to tell you what a secret was.
Yeah. And so he's like, listen, man, I'm out here all the time rearranging it. And if I see somebody do it, I call him on it. Like, ask him, who raised you?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I left there with that in my head that, like, if he is able, with the size of his facility, to deliver that experience, there's no reason why we can't.
Yeah, I agree.
So we started to take it more seriously, told our employees that they were expected to do it. And I don't know, it was something, I was kind of trying to come up for ideas for content. And, we try to put a lot of stuff out that's like informative, and, Charlie does a lot of demos. Justin started doing them, and then Charlie would do them. And, we try to have all our trainers do them now. And, I'm not going to do a demo on the correct form of something because I'm not, educated enough to do that. We try to be as exact and scientific as possible in these demonstrations. And so I said it would be kind of funny if I did that the same way that they do the,
Educational.
the educational execution of like a lift, a machine.
Right, because you'd have Justin on a reel going, "This is how you do a good morning: hinge at the hips, push your butt back."
And he
looks great.
He looks great, which is all
Helps,
that matters.
But he's got great stage presence. You do great.
He does.
Good camera presence.
I appreciate that.
You really come up.
He's come a long way.
He has. Remember his first couple videos? Remember the video we did all together? We had to do 760 takes.
Substantially.
You guys are like,
So
I had
yeah.
COVID,
Sweating.
I think
So
I
I
had
just
COVID
thought
then.
it would be, I don't know. I figured if I was like, hey, what's up? I'm John, and I'm going to show you how to do an exercise, it would immediately kind of grab attention
because they're like, oh,
because it's out of the norm.
what's this guy going to show me?
What is he qualified to break down? And there we go, and I did it. And thank you, huge shout out to Dylan, because it's really not just, it's a lot of his creative input as well, but he took a bunch of shots. He took over right away. He's like, I know exactly what you want. He broke it down and, whipped it together in, I think, 24 hours. And it was hysterical.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it came out pretty good.
Thank you.
If it doesn't work out at Paramount, I think you could have a shot at being a comedian.
You think so?
No.
No, I
Too
don't think so
nervous.
either. Too nervous.
Too nervous.
I'm not funny enough. I don't think, or my sense of humor, I don't think is appreciated.
Did you get a lot of? Did you get a good response?
We did. A lot. It was shared a lot. Like, you know how you could see how many people shared it?
Yeah.
There was a lot of, I don't know if they're talking shit.
No, a
Probably
lot of people
talking
don't
shit.
know this, but the sharing is more important than the likes and the,
Oh,
and
I
the
know.
comments. You get people to share it, the algorithm loves that. It's
But
juicy.
but it's like, you always wonder, like, what is the context of the share?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
they making
Like,
fun
'cause
of you?
you can see who's in the store. Like, it tells you, like, 25 people, reposted this to their story, but 75 people total shared it. And so when you minus the 25 people that shared it to their story, that leaves 50 people. And you wonder,
Selling it in the group
you
chat.
wonder the context of, like,
Yeah.
are they laughing? Like, oh, this is cool. This is witty. Are they,
You know how we have a group chat about like one person?
yeah.
I always think there's got to be a group.
Absolutely.
There's a whole group chat dedicated to hating me. Like everything I do gets put in
Me and
there.
Justin have it. and Donnie.
Fuck you guys.
Do you want to pay me to take over your social media?
I'll pay you. I could probably match what you're paying yourself.
I would. I have some good ideas for you. I
Do
think I
you?
shared
I'll
them
pay
with
you per idea to work with Donnie and leave me out of it.
Is
Just-
Donnie the official Underground Nutrition content creator?
As of recently, yeah, we're doing a big push. We're doing a TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter.
Are social media takeover.
We're trying to put it together, and it's a big task for somebody to do, especially when it comes to cohesion across channels. Even though you would think like, oh, I have a reel, I can post this. It's not that simple. It's really not. You need some kind of cohesion. You need to be. You need to answer people. Social media is a full-time motherfucking job. And I'll be honest, I open the Instagram app maybe once a day. I am on X every day. That's where I'm at. I think that's the best social media platform. I think it's the future. They have long form content. It's an Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all Snapchat, like all in one. And he's making so you can make phone calls now with you get video calls.
Well, you can do that on Facebook and Instagram, right?
Yeah, but his is going to be.
He wants to put everything under one roof.
You don't need a phone number. Like
You could just use your Twitter handle.
you can just use your Twitter handle. It's super interesting what he's doing. I think he's trying to
Take over the game.
condense all of it because Facebook sucks. Instagram is porn. I mean, I don't know if that's just because I have not me. I don't look at that shit, dude. I'm not into that OnlyFans. Basically, Instagram is an advertisement. In my Instagram is an advertisement for personal training coaches and OnlyFans.
Yeah.
If you look in my what's it like?
Your
Recommend it.
explore page, yeah.
It's
and you
porn.
have to-
No, I know you're going to say like, oh, that's the stuff. At first, it's not me; it's my employees, right? Because I don't look at it.
at them.
And I have no interest in OnlyFans advertising. I can't for the life of me I can't wrap my mind around it because you could just Google big boobs. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And it's 10 million hits, and it costs me fucking nothing.
I think the allure
Is that
allure
somebody
of
you
it
know?
Is it somebody
I don't
that
care,
you
dude.
know?
I don't fucking
And
know
then-
you.
Yeah. And
I've
then-
seen you at the gym. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and then you could also
Interact.
interact.
Be a
with
pay
it.
pig.
I'm not
What?
saying.
So I can say, so your boyfriend and you can go away for the weekend with the money I made. Fuck out of here, dude.
Listen, I'm not an advocate for it.
I'm
I'm just
just-
saying
I'm-
that's why these simps do it.
But I'm saying that in this the same thing with X though is that these platforms are just everything is about content creating now and selling yourself and selling something. So you have to really stand out. And the thing that I thought that I would do with Underground is stand out by not standing out and not be like a fucking sales guy and have sort
Yeah.
of my own like
yeah, I
you
think
know.
that's what people like about you.
yeah,
though.
but I wish more people liked because I could use some more fucking money. You know,
need to focus more on
consistency.
hit them.
consistency.
Tell me, what do I
And-
need to focus on? I just hired you to be a consultant. All right, give me 3 things I need to change about my social media. How can I grow my business, John?
Consistent posting. You're
Yeah.
inconsistent.
Yeah, because I can't fucking.
You're not even inconsistent. You're almost non-existent
Yeah, I know.
on Instagram.
I agree.
That would be my suggestion number 1. Suggestion number 2 is you need to go back to what works, which is
Say supplement reviews. I'm gonna screw
no, just your little dumb Instagram clown videos that you were doing during
Instagram
COVID, and they'll be much better now that Donnie's involved.
Get the bass out.
No,
I'm slapping the
I'm not
bass.
playing the bass.
No, that
anymore.
kind of stuff.
I'll never do that again. No.
I'm
You
telling
know?
you, that shit works. You in your
That's
little
2
computer
things.
room.
That's 2 things. My third would be. Why are you rolling your eyes at Justin?
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for
I
his
would
reaction.
say I would say be, and this might be a sub thing of more consistent, but you come up with a plan, come up with an outline. We actually plan out what we're gonna post. Like this
Every
week,
Monday.
we have
I
we have
every
meetings
Monday,
about it.
Monday on my morning meeting on Monday, I say we're going to come up with a social media plan.
So
And then I
pick-
start playing chess.
do you want me to come to the meeting this Monday?
I
You
mean,
got our meeting, John.
okay, I'm at 9:30. Can we fit me in?
I'm not.
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
up at 9:30.
John's
Because
still
our business,
rubbing sleep out of his eye at night.
this transitions a little bit into what we were talking about before. Maybe we'll end on this, but this ties into the supplement industry faces an existential crisis. It is the Ouroboros, the snake consuming itself. Do you know what I mean? So I'll give an example. I'm gonna put some companies out on blast because fuck them. That's
Hit
why.
'em.
I've been a long time fan of a company called NutriBio, one of my favorite companies. They make great stuff, based in New Jersey. Been with us since day one. All right. I wouldn't say I'm a NutriBio store by any stretch of the imaginations, but if you look at my numbers, NutriBio is a top-selling company.
Is it?
Top 3
Okay.
consistently month after month.
Uh-huh.
We do, I would say, conservatively, $10,000 to $15,000 a wholesale, maybe even more, a month with them. Every single month, they're getting like 10 grand from us, 15 grand from us.
Okay.
We're slinging products for them. We've been to their facility. They're FDA approved, not their supplements themselves, but the facility itself. Mark Glazier is a well-known figure in the supplement community. He makes good shit. He cares about the quality. He's always cared about the little guy, mom and pop shops. He's notoriously turned down GNC, who offered to bring them in the door. And I think they wanted him to dumb down his products a little bit so that they can make a better margin. Well, this morning or yesterday morning, I got a message from my partner, Alan, and it was like a super jubilant announcement by NutriBio. Hooray. Champagne bottles. Proud to announce
Which big store, man?
72 SKUs in Walmart. In fucking Walmart, dude.
Big corp.
Big corp, the biggest. What are they owned by? Fucking BlackRock? You know, I'm sure they got a part of the business. And I was so upset because it's like for nothing. Because, and then on the heels of that, also somebody sent me a video of Chris Bumstead and his goofy crew selling raw in Walmart or fucking Target or some shit like that, and they're like working out in the aisles, and everybody in the comments like, "This is the best video ever." And it's like these were direct to consumer brands made popular by mom and pop shops who we invested in you and put you on our shelves, gave you shelf space, talked to you about talked to our customers about you, recommended you. We all made money. You made money, we made money. You obviously got big. And then you sell the fuck out to companies like Walmart, who are mega corporations, and not for nothing. It's like, what's cool about like Walmart? What is
Being
that,
in Walmart.
What does that do to your brand?
Walmart is notoriously just bad.
There's
To
no
their
exclusivity.
employees, to
There's no exclusivity. There's no like, oh, you got to go to Underground and get that, or you got to go to JSS or the next guy. I can go to fucking Walmart. Where'd you get your pre-workout? Walmart.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah.
And I was so, I can't, for the life of me, I mean, and then like, look, the businessman in me is like, I literally thought this to myself. It's like, if mega corporation, if GNC comes to me and they're like, we'll buy your locations and your website for $20 million, I would be, I would calmly sign
my
the
bag.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so I understand it, but these are companies that I know are making money hand over fist. They're selling hundreds of thousands of units, And to me, it's a big slap in the face to the smaller brands, the smaller companies like myself, who have. When I'm saying I get $100,000 a year from Underground, I don't think I'm exaggerating.
From NutriBio.
From NutriBio.
Just NutriBio.
Yeah.
You know, the shelf space, it's products that I take. Like when I recommend protein, much to Alan's dismay, 9 times out of 10 I talk about NutriBio.
Yeah.
But now you can buy it in Walmart.
Yeah.
So I spent years talking to customers about this, and now maybe it doesn't happen intentionally. I don't think there's a large cross. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I do almost anything to not set foot in a Walmart. But I will occasionally out of convenience. But if I'm in Walmart and I don't own Underground and I need protein, and I'm like, oh shit, there's NutriBio.
Yeah.
It's the protein I use. And then they get, the sale when they're the last people in the world that fucking need the sale.
It's true.
So that was pretty disheartening to see these come. But it's a tale as old as time.
Yeah, it's going back to like what we were talking about in the beginning about
the rich man from
about
Richmond.
The rich man, yeah.
Well, that's why I would, if he asked me what do you think I should do? I say take the fucking money.
Yeah.
I get it.
So you get it.
Three
but it's still
Musketeers.
fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up.
All for one and one for all.
Peace.
I think you got to have faith in the whole. It's not what you provide, and this is going to sound cheesy, but I don't care. It's the truth. I think you have to have faith in what you provide beyond the supplements, because just like there's always going to be a Walmart that's selling NutriBio or Rise or whatever, there's always going to be Planet Fitness, who every one of our members could train at Planet Fitness for $10 a month, a fraction of our dues, and they don't gladly.
Yeah,
But
I think that you're right. Is that a lot of people, most people, I think, once they get to know you personally, and that nothing can sway them.
Yeah,
a cheaper gym membership doesn't sway them.
You're talking about the on the fence.
Yeah, the
potential.
people.
Well, and I'm talking about the potential to be able to grow, and not only that is that it fits very snugly into what I think, what the agenda is for nobody to own anything.
Yeah,
and to everything to be centralized, and all of the money being siphoned directly to the largest corporations and leave nothing behind. Because, unfettered capitalism is essentially what this country is about. It's like, it's just a country of monopolies at this point. And I have no idea. I'd be willing to bet money that Walmart is owned by BlackRock or Vanguard, that they are some minority shareholder. You want to fact check that for me, Jamie?
you want to write him an email?
Who? NutriBio?
The guy.
What guy?
What's his name? The owner of
Mark-
NutriBio.
No, I don't, because the decision's been made.
Well, you could just let him know that.
He knows, dude. Whenever these guys make this kind of decision, they know, and they know that, and they know exactly. This is what they'll say. The truth is this: they'll say it's not
going to do what's best for him,
and it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like the majority of people that are shopping at Underground aren't going to stop shopping at Underground to go to Walmart.
You're right, though.
But
Vanguard. Oh yeah. Vanguard, BlackRock, and the Walton family. Well, good job, NutriBio. I'm super. Wait till they come and buy a piece of your company next, and it will have bug protein, or soy protein, and bug protein. But they'll say it won't hurt your business, and they might be right to a certain extent. They might be right because they would do in their benefit. People will think, oh well, I can get it cheaper at Walmart. That will not be true. There will be a minimum asking price. Walmart will not be allowed to sell it.
yeah, it's not going to help.
But I guarantee you, they're getting it cheaper than I am.
Yeah, it's not going to help.
I've given them. I've supported NutriBio since day one, 7 years. I would not be surprised if
$1 million?
$250,000 has come. $750,000 has come from Underground Nutrition.
Yep.
It's probably closer to $1 million over 7 years.
It's wild.
And I know for a fact that whatever Walmart's opening order with them is that they're getting their products at a fraction than I am. I might be wrong on that, but why would Walmart deal with them unless they're getting phenomenal margins?
Stupid margins, yeah.
And it's been in my experience that companies that do this don't get better. Like Redcon One notoriously did this. They sold out. As the bigger the companies get, the shittier their products get. And it loses that exclusivity kind of thing. It's like, Where'd you buy your pre-workout? I got it at fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, sick.
Yeah, awesome.
Sick. I was picking up a discounted turkey.
Yeah, I was getting,
cheap
some
clothes,
deli meat and
some
then
$3 T-shirts made in a Chinese sweatshop.
Sure is.
You know?
Also, when you work out, I work out at Planet Fitness.
I work out at Planet. Whenever I'm in the store and I have somebody, I say, "Where do you train?" It's like one of my questions to new people, and they're like, they say Planet Fitness, and they always say it like a little like. I go,
Under
bro,
their breath.
and I go, bro, it's a great gym. $10 a month, bring somebody for free.
Yeah.
They got weights there. Don't feel bad about it. Check out Paramount though.
I was gonna say, you done plugging the Globo gym?
So yeah, that sucks. I still like NutriBio. I'm still gonna have them in my store. Obviously, I can't like drop them now. There's nothing I could do. They have all the power. You know, I've been talking about NutriBio for 7 years.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Like, just stop talking about
Well,
it?
you could tell that say they hurt you.
They hurt me.
No,
I do this. I
Who
do
hurt
it.
you,
I won't do
NutriBio?
this with NutriBio. I really won't. But I did do like with Redcon 1. It's like because I was like their MRE product and their Total War wasn't too bad.
I
And then
was
when
on
peop-
that Total War for a minute.
When people would come in and I'd be like, "Oh, they fucking suck." You fucking, and I'll like say like little shady things about them.
This is great content for your Instagram. It's your next Instagram video.
Oh god, and I gotta hear their fucking Dan, what's his name, Mark Gold or whatever, our NutriBio rep is gonna call Alan, and I'll be like, "What? Man, I didn't say anything bad about
Alan's
you
not gonna
guys.
pick
So you
up.
guys sold out. It's cool. That's fine. I get it. So if somebody offers me a big enough check, I'll probably sell out too.
You and me both.
But nobody's offering. Nobody's. It's been 7 years. I don't think the check's coming.
Not yet.
Not yet. But if anybody out there,
All right.
Alan said, Hollow Labs is not for sale. I'll never be. What's the what's that Bass shop? He'd probably be in there.
Bass Sports.
Bass Pro Shop. Hollow Labs. Now in Bass Pro Shop. So yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks. But what was I saying? Yeah, that's the industry. The industry is consuming itself, and that in order to stay relevant, you have to like stand out. Your brand needs to mean something besides just being a supplement store. You know, like the GNCs and shit of the world aren't going anywhere. Vitamin Shop's not going anywhere. They serve a purpose.
Yeah.
But everybody who's trying to make money, everybody from the distributors to retail, direct to consumers, everybody every year gets a little greedier. Prices go up when they don't need to go up. Shipping costs, everything goes up and up and up until it's either straight to direct to consumer or they sell out to like mega corporation.
Yeah. Amazon, bro. We're all going to be working for Amazon.
All working for Amazon. Yeah. Get your fucking protein droned.
I'm gonna have my NutriBio delivered by a drone
You're gonna shoot a 2-pound tub of protein through your
through my
fucking
window.
This really sucks because they came out with this chocolate dipped macadamia
I
nut.
saw it.
It's one of my favorite
saw.
proteins of all time.
I saw you guys.
And now I'm
post
going to talk shit about it when people come over. And
I
say
like those
shit
videos
sucks.
that you do, that you've had Jordan do.
Do you like them?
Yeah.
And now what's he doing? I didn't see them.
You were in it when it was being filmed. You were in the background.
Oh, the one with the commercial style.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah,
come to
no, that
Hazlitt. We
stuff
sell
is-
SARMs.
Yeah, that that
sell
stuff is
SARMs.
cool. That stuff is cool.
Yeah, we're
I
trying.
like
We're
that.
trying to do more of that.
He's
we're gonna do
good.
some more this week. What'd you guys think of my methylene blue video? I thought it was an A+.
I thought it was really good.
I know Donnie's a little nervous right now because it doesn't have a ton of views, but Donnie, just for my glycine video has 20,000 views right now. The first 2 weeks it had under 200. So if you're listening to this on Spotify, thanks for listening. I think that's it. Donnie, you got anything you want to add? You got any questions?
Are you coming to our 9/11 event?
Yes.
We're going to participate in the Hero Stair Climb.
No.
No.
What is that?
You donate,
Yeah.
so no.
I'll donate.
And then you get on the stairs for a half hour
No, God, Jesus Christ.
110.
Can I walk
fights.
on the treadmill?
at a 15 incline.
3 and a 3?
Sure. 3 to 3.
3 and a 3.
No, we're doing a big event, hopefully big, but an event nonetheless. Underground Nutrition will be in the building.
We're coming hard.
Underground will be there. LFG, Lease Financing Group will be there. Chakra Tattoos will be there. Mulaney Physical Therapy will be there. Justin's client, who does not have a business name but makes delicious treats, will be there giving treats out, selling treats. That's where you'll find me. You better come hard. You better come heavy.
Bring that checkbook. Tell Alan that.
Come heavy.
I'm going to match whatever you guys gave. I told Pat the same thing. I'm going to match whatever you guys did for Alan's thing. So hope you came correct.
We did.
No, it's for charity. We'll bring our checkbooks.
Appreciate you.
So we're going to do that.
And that's the T-shirt that you did?
Yeah, we're going to be selling a T-shirt that we had made to commemorate the event. It's an event. I think it's a day that kind of resonates with everybody. It's our first event. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, all the proceeds
There'll be
are
some
getting
food
donated.
there. Tunnels to Towers
Might
Foundation.
start a little beef too.
Why?
Might start a little beef.
With who?
Bring it.
All right.
You might start. Is that what you said? You might start beef?
Might start a little beef. No, it's just I'm saying it might start a little beef. People are very, very touchy about their 9/11 fundraisers, and I hope nobody says anything, and we have to talk about it on the show.
Oh man, I hope somebody says something.
All right.
So
I'll keep my ears
keep
on
your
the-
eye
I'll
open.
keep my eyes and ears
to the
open.
ground. Don't make anything up, because we know you love to make shit up.
If I hear anything, you guys will be the first to know. If somebody has something negative to say about your 9/11 fundraiser,
I don't think anybody has the nerve to say anything negative about us to you.
well,
'Cause
I mean, I
so
got eyes
loyal-
and ears
you're
out on the streets, bro.
Yeah,
I
he
got
does.
shooters.
Yeah.
So if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
let us know, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about it.
Donnie, you got nothing to contribute to this conversation?
Where are we at, Donnie?
This episode is sponsored by Rook.
Best coffee ever.
I've had to pee for the last 15 minutes. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're good.